Hey, this is Lon with SingleTrackSkills.bike. I'm with my buddy Keith with TwoWheelsOnDirt.com, and we've had an awesome time basically kind of helping each other and coaching each other and picking out lines for what we think most of our clients would be interested in riding if they were to come to Sedona. And this is one of the features that we believe that most of our clients would really like some tips on if they ever come. As you can see, this is an alternate line, a more advanced line. This is the ride around line here. Both are cool, but with one of the guys we rode with yesterday, he really wanted to do this, and we're thinking about him and giving him some tips. Well, one of the things about Sedona you've probably heard is that the rocks have lots of grip, and that is true. It is true, but there is exceptions to the rule. So if you come out here, don't automatically assume that all rock has grip. We'll get into that in a little bit more in another session. But on this, it's a bit off camber, and what we want to do is we don't want to get greedy and try to come way over here and try to keep our lane too straight, because that may be asking a little bit too much of our tires and they may give away. So the line that I would recommend, probably the easiest line, is to enter it more at this angle so that you know you have good grip to your tires. And basically I'm just going to roll down through here. I'm going to make sure that I'm leading the bike into that bit of a hole and I have good body position. And then at the very last part where Keith is standing right now, I'm going to corner. So I'm going to lean the bike and rotate my hips. All right, front and rear brake up here. At that point, after that point, rear brake only, and really try to stay off the rear brake even until you get down into that section. So we're going to demo it. Keith will probably demo a different line, but there are more than one line. To be an artist here, have fun. Let's get it done. You'll notice right away that Keith and I entered this at two different speeds. I entered it on the speed that I would recommend if this was your first time trying it. I was really slow, really low, really controlled, small, spread out base. He entered it at more of a race pace speed, something you would want to do once you got comfortable doing this. You've done it several times and you were feeling good about it, and you know, maybe this is an enduro line, and so that's the difference. Now we're going to talk about the slight different line choice that we each took, but we're going to do that from the top. So come on up with me to the top. We're at the top of this feature now, and I'm going to point out two line choices. The one I did was entering a little bit more here, right here, and heading to the upper side of that hole, that big hole. I was asking more of my side knobs, okay? Keith made a slight different line. He actually entered right here where somebody skidded, and what he was doing is he was asking less of his side knobs, but he was demanding more of his cornering ability down there. There's not a right or a wrong line. They're just subtle differences. Now, there could be a right or wrong line if this was super rainy, and in that particular case, you would want to work with a local coach like Simon Bozeman. I said it wrong. Bosman. Simon Bosman. Yeah, like he could tell you like when it's too dusty to do a certain line or when it's too wet. I would think it would be fine in the wet, but I don't know that. I'm not a local coach. So, you know, your local coach is going to know those little bitty details that we can't as outsiders coming in. All right, hope you enjoyed it.